Hi everyone, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer, and today I'm here with RHINOSHIELD's new MagSafe Clear cases for the iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max. So these are really interesting cases from RHINOSHIELD. They're made of an extremely clear material, which RHINOSHIELD promises is not going to turn yellow, and if it does, they'll replace the case for free. You also have swappable buttons and camera rims for a splash of color, as well as extremely strong magnets and a very tight, secure fit on the phone. Lots to love here. Let's take a closer look. Looking first at the iPhone 14 Pro Max version of the RHINOSHIELD Clear case. This is just a lovely case, quite slim and lightweight. This material is hard and smooth underneath the fingertips, does not give you very much grip at all. It's also quite rigid, very little flex to this. So this material is guaranteed to stay clear over time and not turn yellow. If it turns yellow, RHINOSHIELD says that they will send you out a new case for free, so that is exciting. So overall, just a lovely case. We have an oleophobic coating on here, which seems to do a pretty good job at repelling fingerprints. And as far as drop protection is concerned, RHINOSHIELD says that this is going to exceed military drop test standard requirements. So they don't say anything more specific than that. With their other cases, they say that it's going to give you more than 11 feet of drop protection. This one, they just say it exceeds military standards. So my guess would be that this one's not going to be quite as protective as their other cases. However, I think that it's probably going to give you plenty of protection, and it's just a lovely, slim, and beautiful case. So the magnets on here are absolutely superior. This has probably the strongest magnets that I have come across. Really excellent. It's also nice that you can switch out your button colors as well as your camera rim colors, so that is really cool. Overall, just a really nice case for the phone. The only issue that I have with this case is that it's relatively difficult to remove once you get it on, so probably not a great case for frequent case changers, but other than that, it's a really great case for the iPhone 14 Pro Max. So before we put this on here, I'm going to switch out the button colors. So I'm going to put some lavender buttons on here. So all you need to do in order to do this is push the existing buttons inwards, and then take your new buttons and push them outwards. It's really easy and really fun. It's not expensive to get another set of buttons when you buy the case. So right now it's $149 per button color. So you get a set of 4, I believe. As far as the camera rim is concerned, this one you need to press outwards. So you just kind of pull this one outwards and then take the new one, and then you're going to press that one inwards. So the only thing to keep in mind here is that this little V here at the bottom needs to be at the bottom. You can't just put that in any orientation. It has to be at the bottom, otherwise it's not going to go on right. And you just press this into place, and then you should be good to go. You can check it from the inside, make sure that everything is positioned correctly. And then once you're all set, just put in your phone. So putting your phone in this case is slightly tight, but not bad. You want to start on your left-hand side, put your top and your bottom corners in place, and then go over to your right-hand side and then push on your other corners. It's a lot easier to get this one on than to get it off. Once on, we have a stellar fit on here. So there is no give anywhere. No give over the buttons, no give over your port openings. Absolutely firm fit all around. Really great job there by RHINOSHIELD. As far as the amount of protective lip, we have, I think, exactly enough for a slim protective case. Of course, I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here. If I didn't have this on here, you would have more visible lip, but even with it, you do have, I think, sufficient lip. Overall, I think everything looks great here, and this is just a beautiful case on the phone. Looking at our port openings, these are overall nicely positioned and nicely sized, although they are a little bit on the long side, and they are symmetrical port openings for an asymmetrical port design. So the reason that they are so long is that these are compatible with RHINOSHIELD's lanyard system. The lanyard attaches on the edges of the speaker and microphone areas, so they have to be extra long, and I guess that's the reason why they are also symmetrical for an asymmetrical port design. Other than that, not a lot to comment about here. You're going to be able to fit many third-party lightning cables here, although of course this case does support both regular Qi wireless charging as well as MagSafe charging, so you might find you're using that functionality less than you otherwise would. Going around the sides here, these sides are smooth and hard. They do a great job in showing off the beauty of your iPhone, but you don't have much grip. And for those of you that are curious as to why I have a SIM card tray here, I purchased my phone outside the US, and iPhone 14 series phones that are purchased outside the US still have SIM card trays. So going over here to our buttons, love the look of the lavender buttons here. And RHINOSHIELD buttons, if you've never experienced them before, are really excellent. So they're extremely clicky and responsive, and they don't have any kind of problematic slip button design, which will allow dust or dirt to get in there. Overall, just a really excellent part of the case. As far as access to your mute switch is concerned, no issues there. Nice, easy access. And then looking at the view from the top, you can see we got a great fit on the phone. No issues there. Excellent fit here with this screen protector. This is the Zag Glass XTR2. Really excellent screen protector. And if it wasn't on here, you would have more visible lip. Of course, RHINOSHIELD also has its own screen protectors. They have a lovely edge-to-edge impact protective screen protector, which I think is probably going to be great with this case, but I don't have that on here right now. So going over here to our side button, again, we got this lovely purple side button. Extremely responsive, everything looks great. And then looking down here at the bottom, you can see we have some rather unobtrusive RHINOSHIELD branding. So you only see it if you hold it in just the right light. I think overall it looks nice, and I don't think most people are going to object to that. Looking at the back of the case, this crystal clear material does an absolutely fantastic job in showing off your iPhone. Everything looks beautiful. You've got an oleophobic coating on here, which does a reasonably good job at repelling fingerprints, although of course it's a good idea to keep a microfiber cloth handy because of course it's not going to eliminate all fingerprints. As far as scratching is concerned, that's always going to be a hazard, although this does have a reasonably scratch-resistant coating on here. And of course, this is not going to turn yellow over time, according to RHINOSHIELD, and if it does, they promise that they will replace it. So that is exciting. Overall, just a lovely case on the phone. As far as the amount of protection you have for your protruding camera, I think you've got plenty of protection here. Definitely have lay on the table design. And as far as this camera rim is concerned, I'm loving the fact that you can switch out the colors. Love the look of the lavender camera rim here on a silver iPhone. Some people have asked me whether these camera rims are going to come off by themselves, and in my experience, no. And with the SolidSuit, it's possible to pull them off when the phone is in the case. With the Clear, I'm not able to pull it off. I've tried, and it is in there extremely firmly, so I wouldn't worry about that. Overall, I think it's a really cool feature to be able to change out the camera rim color. Really nice look on the phone. And now moving on to probably my favorite aspect of these MagSafe Clear cases, their MagSafe strength. They have incredibly strong magnets. So obviously, no issue with Apple's MagSafe charger. I mean, really, really strong magnet here. You're also going to be able to use this with other MagSafe accessories, such as MagSafe power banks. So this one here by Anchor, I mean, it is really kind of hard to get it off once it's on here. These are really, really strong magnets. You can also look at this with Apple's MagSafe wallet. Very nice, tight connection on here. Again, almost too hard to get off. And then, of course, you've got RHINOSHIELD's new MagSafe GRIPMAX. That is going to work great with this. Just a wonderfully strong magnetic connection. So for those of you that are not familiar with the MagSafe GRIPMAX, this is a grip as well as a stand Works extremely well. And of course, with these strong magnets, it's extremely secure. The only issue I find with the MagSafe GRIPMAX is that if it is fully extended, it's going to block some of the lenses on your camera. But if you're worried about that, obviously putting it flat is going to completely eliminate that problem. And you can also just tilt it a little bit and you're not going to be in the way either. So overall, just a great little grip and stand. Lots to love here from RHINOSHIELD. Removing this case from your phone is a little bit on the challenging side, so you're going to want to start up in your top right-hand corner and push it a little bit of the way off, and then go to your left top corner and push it a little bit of the way off, but not all the way off, just a little bit, and then you just go over to the other corner, push that off, then go back and push it back again, and then just kind of go back and forth, and then you can, whoops, pull out your phone. Moving on to the iPhone 14 Pro version of the Clear, this is again just a lovely case. So you've got the same very firm feel, very little flex to it, hard sides, hard back. This has the same no yellow guarantee from RHINOSHIELD. If it turns yellow, they will replace it. The material has a great feel to it, oleophobic coating and all of that. It's food grade plastic, BPA free, which is typical of RHINOSHIELD's cases. Quality wise, I think everything seems fantastic here. You have the same ability to swap out your buttons and your rear camera rim. And you have extremely strong magnets, but there are a few issues with those. So let's put the phone in here, check it out. So you're going to want to start here on your left-hand side and then go over to your right-hand side and clip on your right-hand corners. Once on, however, we have the same absolutely fantastic fit you have on the iPhone 14 Pro Max version, so there's no give anywhere. This is tight, 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 super secure, feels great, got excellent buttons, etc. So there are absolutely no issues with the fit on this. So you got a very slim profile, does a wonderful job in showing off the beauty of your iPhone. We have the same situation here with our port openings that we looked at on the iPhone 14 Pro Max, so they're extra long to accommodate the optional lanyard system that you can get with this case. But other than that, no issues. We've got the same amount of lip on here. Good amount of protective lip, even with a tempered glass screen protector on here. This one is a case-defied tempered glass screen protector I have on here, edge to edge. Everything looks great. Of course, if I didn't have this on here, you would have more visible lip. And of course, RHINOSHIELD's own screen protectors are going to work great with this as well. Going up the sides of the case, everything looks beautiful. Not much grip here. This is not a grippy case. But it's not a super slippery case either. Going up here to our buttons, we got the original clear buttons that this comes with. They work great. And of course, they are swappable for other colors. No issues in accessing your mute switch, nice and easy. Looking at the view from the top, everything looks excellent. And then going over here to our side button, again, super responsive. RHINOSHIELD has great buttons. We have a little bit of RHINOSHIELD branding down here at the bottom, but just like with the other case we were looking at, you have to hold it in the right light to even see it. So it's really quite discreet. Looking at the back of the case, this crystal clear material does a wonderful job in showing off the beauty of my iPhone. Love the way my gold iPhone looks here. Again, we have that no yellow guarantee, so that if it yellows, RHINOSHIELD's going to send you out a new one. You've also got an oleophobic coating here, which helps to limit but not eliminate fingerprints, so still keep that microfiber cloth handy. And again, scratching is going to be an issue with this case to an extent, like it is with any case like this, but there is a reasonable scratch-resistant coating on here. As far as the amount of protection for your rear camera, everything is good here. No issues there, and of course you can switch out your rear camera rim for other colors, so that is really cool. Overall, just a lovely case on the phone. So as far as your MagSafe performance is concerned, it's going to be absolutely great with some MagSafe accessories, but not all. And the problem is with interference caused by your bottom rim from the camera. So the magnets on here are super strong, not a problem. It's just that some MagSafe accessories are going to hit the bottom rim and then not attach as well as they might otherwise. So if you look at something like the Apple MagSafe charger, not a problem. You've got an absolutely fantastic fit there. It's not hitting anything, and super, super strong magnets, no issues. And you're also going to get a very good fit with your Apple MagSafe wallet. As you can see, fits great. Tight connection. These are great magnets as long as they have the opportunity to work, but sometimes they hit up against here. So an example of something which is not going to fit so well would be this MagSafe power bank by Banks. So this one attaches and it hits up onto the camera rim. So it actually still stays on there okay, and it is charging, but it's just not very well attached. And if you try to put it down below, you don't get a proper connection at all. So that would be a no-go. However, this MagSafe Power Bank by Anker, this one is going to fit on here, although sometimes it has a tendency to go up on top of the rim. So right now, you got a good fit. Everything is great. And you also have an extremely strong magnetic connection. But if I put it back down on here, sometimes when I attach it, it does this. And it actually is still charging, but you kind of have to push it down and then get it into place. So it's not a deal killer, but it is a small irritation. It's just unfortunate that it's not going to work perfectly every time because the magnets on here are so great. It's just an issue with that bottom rim. Finally, with the MagSafe GRIPMAX, sometimes this attaches right and sometimes not quite right. So I put it on here now and it's not quite right, but if I kind of scoot it down a little bit, then you can actually get it to fit flush. It's not terribly hard to, but the fact that sometimes when it attaches, it doesn't attach right is not optimal. And again, just like with the 14 Pro Max version, if you are using the camera and you have this attached, you're going to need to fold this down so that it doesn't block your camera lenses, because if you have it up like this, it will block them. And again, right now, this is great. Very tight connection, but you just have to be careful about how it attaches because sometimes you can see you get it so it doesn't attach right. So you just have to kind of scoot it down into place. Removing this case from your phone, just like the 14 Pro Max version, is a little bit on the tricky side. You want to start in your top right-hand corner and push it off just a little bit. Then go to your left top corner, push that off again just a bit, and then just kind of go back and forth, slowly easing it out, and then you can take out your phone. So all in all, I think we've got some really great cases here with the MagSafe Clear for the iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max. I'm loving the slim profile, fantastic fit on the phone, as well as the no yellowing guarantee and outstanding MagSafe performance. So it's unfortunate that with the iPhone 14 Pro version that there's a little bit of interference with some MagSafe accessories because of the camera bump. But other than that, I think we got some really great cases here. And do keep in mind that you're not going to be limited to the all clear versions we've been looking at today. RHINOSHIELD is well known for its wide variety of graphics options. They have thousands of print designs to choose from, and you can even go for custom text as well as photo collage cases. So lots of great options here with the clear cases by RHINOSHIELD for the iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max. Again, we've been looking at the RHINOSHIELD MagSafe Clear cases for iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max. These cases are available directly from RHINOSHIELD and are priced at $46.99 for both phone sizes for plain MagSafe Clear cases. Standard prints are going to run you $49.99, and premium collaboration prints with brands like NBA, PewDiePie, or League of Legends are $53.99. If you want to add an additional set of buttons in a fun contrasting color, these are going to cost you $149 per button color. In addition, additional camera rims are $149 each as well. Of course, all of these products are on sale for Black Friday, plus you can save an additional 10% off RHINOSHIELD sale prices by using the affiliate promo code, especially for my viewers, TheTechReviewer88. Many thanks to the kind folks at RHINOSHIELD for sending me out these samples to review. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments section below, and do hit that subscribe button because I've got a lot of tech accessory reviews coming up. Again, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.